What is going on, YouTube? It's Secretary from Team Blackship, and today I'm going to be bringing you a Spiral deck profile for the November 2017 ban list. Now, November is not over yet. Konami still has a little bit of time to release a new ban list before December kicks off. I just figured that I would give you my take on Spirals because I've been winning fairly decently. Spirals is still doing really good at a regional and a YCS level. It recently took YCS San Diego top slot. So YouTubers like Simo, where there are predictions of Spiral still being meta, but not so much, are still really bad. So they were pretty wrong about that because Spiral is still going on strong, even though Quick Fix and Drone are only at 1. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get into the deck profile. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to play three of the big guy, 3 of the super agent. You all know what he does. You all know him. You all love him. Special him with any Spiral card effect, and you get to pop a back row. I played too tough. A lot of people don't agree with this, but as we saw in YCS San Diego, first place, that guy was actually playing 3 tough. I personally don't agree with 3 tough just because I think it can clog, but its effect definitely rivals Super Agent because you don't have to normal it or special it. It just has to be on the field. So it's not a summon effect. And then you can pop any card. I played 2 Last Resort instead of just 1, just because I think that it's really important to be able to protect your best monster, and make it so that the only way that they can really get rid of it is evenly matched or kaiju it. Spiral Master Plan. You all know what it does. Search a Spiral Resort. Spiral Quick Fix. 1 Sleeper and 1 Drone. Some people play 2 Sleeper, but it's easy enough to turbo out the first one. And some people have been taken to playing 2 Master Plan, but you really don't need to. That's it for the all Spiral monsters. Next, what I'm going to be doing is just the supports. So I'm playing 2 Ash Blossom and 1 Ghost Ogre. This Ghost Ogre would be a 3rd Ash Blossom if I had it, but to be honest, this Ghost Ogre is actually working really well. It's won me a game or 2. I'm also playing the 1 Gofu, the DD Crow, and the Max C. Those are just the one-offs. I still play the Gofu just because if you get it, it's easy to it can contribute towards extra linking your opponent, and this is really what this specific build is kind of geared towards, just being able to deal with longevity. That's it for the entire monster lineup. What I'm doing now is I'm just going into the spells, so you're going to start off with 3 Resort. Resort is your MVP of the deck. You want to see this as soon as possible. And then it's also really good for, if duels last longer than they should, then you can always shuffle stuff back that you need. You can shuffle back your Sleeper, you can shuffle back your Ash Blossom, and you can shuffle back your DD Crow, your Max C, anything, because it just has to be 1 monster. I played 2 of these Fully Arms just because they can actually buff your longevity for this deck. A lot of people just don't play it because it's 1,000 attack, but you can resolve both at the same time if they're both equipped to the same monster, and it's just really good for longevity because if you let's say you want to bring out this guy. And you have this guy in your graveyard. What you can do is you can equip a fully armed onto your regular super agent or whatever else is super agent, and then use this as link material. And then this will be gone, and then this will be destroyed by game mechanic. And then you can use its grave effect to actually special summon this from the grave into any zone you want, and that's really good. 2 big reds. And like just like before, you can use both of these effects and resolve them at the exact same time. So if they leave the field for any reason, then you can just get your stuff back. Big Red. Big Red is really good. Self-explanatory. Activated and then special any Spiral monster from the grave and then equip to it. It can't be destroyed by battle. Usually what you're going to do is you're just going to use this to extend your rank 1 plays. 3 terraforming, you want to see your field spell as much as possible, so it's pretty standard. Double summon, a lot of people were kind of just running around with their heads and just kind of cut off like a chicken when the emergency ban list dropped, and it took a while for people to realize, oh, we'll just double summon. So this works really, really well. Play 2 Foolish Barrier Goods because you want to get your Spiral Mission Rescue into the graveyard as soon as possible. And I also play the 1 Foolish Burial just because you can get stuff like Quick Fix. And if you open up your hand with a Foolish Burial and a Master Plan, then you can link summon it and not worry about having to get it out instead of a Quick Fix. So you can do something else with your double helix summon. I play the 1 Soul Charge just because it's really, really good. It's really good for extending your plays, and like I said, this is the extra link variant of the deck. Supplementing Search Power, Reinforcement of the Army. It's really standard. 1 for 1. People were playing this for a very long time, and they still are, because it's standard. You know, you understand, it's standard. That's pretty much it for the entire spell lineup. It's all pretty standard, except for the Fully Armed. I don't know why people don't play it. It's not a bad card, and it's not a hard once per turn either. Traps, I'd play the 3 Rescue, and the 1 Utility Wire. Utility Wire, I only play it at 1 because, like I said, it says it in the name. It's utility, and you can only activate it when you have a Spiral Super Agent on the field. And then Spiral Mission Rescue, I played at 3 because it's a really good discard outlet, because then you can just extend your rank 1 plays if you absolutely need to, or you can just banish it and get back one of your double helixes or whatever other Spiral card that you need to win the game. And then it's not a hard one. It's not a hard or soft once per turn, so that's really, really good. That's the entire main deck. I'm gonna go into my extra. I don't play 2. I actually play 3, just because it's come up when trying to extra link my opponent that I've just needed that 1 more, and I had no way to get to it because they were all either banished or in the graveyard. But 3 is a pretty solid number, honestly. Firewall Dragon, just because of it extends your plays and it allows you to do more crap. It's once while this card is face up on the field, but it works for both. So if you summon 2 in the same turn, you can resolve both in the same turn, which is really, really broken. I play the Borreload Dragon just because it's a link 4 non-target yoink, and its side arrows work really, really well. I play the 1 Gaia Saber. Just because it's a generic link 3, and it has a down arrow and side arrows in case you need to take advantage of side arrows, but usually you won't have to. I play this a lot when I'm extra linking my opponent, or attempting to. I play the Trigate Wizard because it's a corner, and it's easier than people think it is to co-link 3 to it, and it's a really good corner piece. I play the Decode Talker just because it's a really good. It helps you get off some of your initial plays. Like what you can do is you can summon out the Decode Talker, and then you'll use its arrow to get out Double Helix. And then one of the things that you'll do is you'll get another monster out. It doesn't matter what it is, but you'll get another monster out and link summon, and you'll link summon into a Firewall. So it's going to be, so then you already have your corner piece in place, and you already have 1 co-linked. So that's how that works. I play Proxy Dragon, and I play Ib. Yeah, Ib is really good. She's arguably better than Proxy Dragon, and she's so easy to bring out with this deck, just because there's so much diversity of types and attributes. That's it for my link parts. Next we got the Princess Sprite, the Dolahan, Recital Starling, and Baguska. These 3 are your main 3 cards that you're really going to be going into. This is more of a stall, but it's such an annoying card to go against. I had fun yesterday using it against Subterrors, and he got rid of it, but you know, he still got mad. Princess Bride, you want to be able to get the top of the card of your deck. Hopefully it'll be a Spell or Trap. Really any Spell or Trap late game is really good because it's just if it's crap, then you get to discard it for a quick fix. And if you don't, then, you know, it just goes to the graveyard. And let's say you hit a Spiral monster, then you can just get it back anyways. Dullahan wins games. This one you can target any monster on the field and gain 600, and that's the first effect you want to use, and then you want to be able to search GD Crow with it. And then Baguska, just because of reasons. Careful when you're using Baguska, because a lot of people will think, oh, well, you have to use Baguska's effect to switch cards into defense position, and then it'll be, all of its activated effects will be negated. No, that's not true. The effect is that any monster in defense that activates a card effect, the effect is negated. It doesn't matter how it got into defense, and that was one of the discrepancies that I actually came on with yesterday with the Subterrors. That's the entire extra deck. I'm going to go into my sideboard now. Play the 3 Winter Cherries just because the mirror match is just stupid, and you want to be able to banish as much of your opponent's crap as possible before they get it out against you. I only own 1 Droll Unlock, but one is really good. The price actually fell after the emergency ban list, but it's probably going to go back up to what it was originally. Just because people are learning so quickly that Spirals is not dead. I'm playing 3 Lullaby of Obedience just because it's really fun to watch your opponents, just the look on their face to know that oh my god, they just Lullaby of Obedience me. This is really great in the mirror match, or really any matchup where they have something that you could actually make a use of. So it's not really great in True Dracos. It's not good against True Dracos or really anything that that you can't really use. But you know, if they have a Droll Unlock, then okay, take it out of their deck. It goes to the graveyard. They have no way to recover it. And you can against the mirror match, you can take their Spiral Sleeper, and you don't have to care how you use it, because let's say you use its own effect against your opponent and blows it up. You don't have to destroy every card you control because it resolves in their graveyard, and that's really fancy. And then you can also take their quick fix. I played 3 D-Bear just because, you know, you never know when you're going to run against rogue decks that are just running around like Invoked, or anything Trickstar that run Trickstar Invoked, just still kind of running around. And then 6 Sam's recently got new Spirit Warrior support, so this is kind of gearing towards that. I played 3 Imperial Iron Wall just because the look on your opponent's face when they realize they can't Macrocosmos you or evenly matched you. It's hilarious to watch. Then I placed 2 Evenly Matched. And again, these 2 cards don't agree with each other, which is why they're both in the sideboard. But that's pretty much the entire deck, including sideboard. Sideboard is always personal. You don't have to copy exactly what I do. I would prefer that you don't do exactly what I did, because I still need the 2 Droll Unlocks. But this has been a really good profile. I've won a lot of duels with this. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and if you want to support us on Patreon, it gives us more money to deal with you know, making more deck profiles, because this is what we love to do. Secretary signing out.